Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm carving this. This is a burl. It's a piece of driftwood I found last summer. I don't know what kind of wood it is. I'm thinking it's yew wood because it's tough as nails, and I don't know. Hardwood. It's pretty damn heavy too. You see the cool burl down there? It's gonna be pretty cool once it's all cleaned up. See how I'm making the beard go sideways like the wind? Mustache, like it's windy this way, right? This guy's gonna have a forehead and his hair is gonna fly off there. But I'm making this video quickly because I want to show you what bit I'm using for the hardwood. I've said in my other videos, this is a 1/8 aluminum cutting bit, okay? I'm using it on the Foredom flex shaft, right? The industrial model. Here's the Foredom SR that I got. There's my Dremels. But here's the bit. It's an aluminum cutting bit, 1/4 inch shaft. This is what I normally use, the Kutzall extreme. The tip's kind of worn out now. This is a few months old, but I just want to show you. I'll do a quick video of me carving. It's going to be pretty boring. It's going to be long and slow, but how well this works on really hard woods. It doesn't work too great on the softwood because it plugs up in there in between all those things. But in hardwood, it's just like cutting aluminum. It's what it's made for, so it works mint, right? And then here, this one's a steel cutter. See all the different grooves in there compared to the aluminum cutter? Come on, zoom in. See, this one's a steel cutter. This will get you some real fine carving for real hardwood. I might clean it up with this bit after. But yeah, just standard aluminum cutter. You can find them on eBay. Just type in aluminum cutter. They make them for the Dremel too, right? So for the Dremel, it's 1/8 shaft. This piece of wood's a tough son of a bitch. But, let's give her a try, eh? Clean up this burl, maybe make the beard go on there a bit. But when you carve into something beautiful like that, and you lose the beautiful wood marks of it, right? So I try not to carve on something like this. I'll sand it, make it real nice, and make the beard go around here. You know what I mean? Be creative, right? It's your piece, like I say in my other videos. Do what you want. Okay, let's get carving here. Okay. 1/4 inch aluminum cutter. This wood's tough as hell, so it's not going to be a very long video of me carving. Just take layers of it off, right? See how tough that wood is? Too heavy-handed with this stuff, or something definitely would break. Let's try and get this. I'll get this mustache slower than the nose, right? A steel cutter like this one, it would probably be burning the wood, you know what I mean? They get clogged up pretty easy, but they're good for cleaning up and, like, I don't know, like long stretches of detail. You can see how tough this wood is. You gotta challenge yourself. Yeah, sure, it's nice to always carve cottonwood and cedar, but you know, there's more beautiful stuff out there too. You gotta try and carve. Oh, there goes some of the nose. See that? Even this stuff, look. Some of the nose just flew off. So that means I gotta make this thing goddamn deeper. Which is not fun to do this stuff, but whatever. So if you know, here's an example for you. You know some of the nose flew off here, right? See that? Ting! Where'd it go? I don't know. Anyways, flew off. So you know the grain's coming this way, right? So you know this piece here, this crack lines up with that. You know this piece is gonna fly off too, because once it gets flush with there, right? Let's see if it does or not, boys and girls. Let's test her out here. Oh, and there she went. See? So, you know when you got one higher piece of wood that wants to flake off, the other piece lower is going to do the same. If that makes sense to you. These are real smooth cutters, but see how it's just smoothing it out. Oh, that's dangerous. See that? That's what will break your flex shaft. Now I gotta take a sucker real deep. Yeah, I don't know. That piece gonna come off. You have to feather this out. Because if you dig a hole like I got right here, see how deep it is there? When you put this piece in there, it's going to grab and dig, and then that's what will break the inside of your flex shaft. So feather it out, don't go too deep, I guess. There's so much I can say on these videos, but I just better, what's the word called, restrain myself. See how this piece cuts? Just go real light-handed, right? Sometimes I can't be so heavy-handed. Yeah, I think this is yew wood, like Pacific yew. It's too hard to be anything else. Then just go deeper with the nose again. Try and get that other piece to fly off. Just go lightly, right? Take your time. That's when you really break these flex shafts, is when you're carving hardwood, because there's no forgiveness, right? Like I want to see if you can see how deep that pit is in there. Let's see here. See that? How deep that is in there? Yeah, this thing will get caught up in there. It's ting! Flex shaft broken. Anyways, I'm going to stop recording for now. Just start carving. Okay, you can see where I'm going with this piece here. Like, the nose kept on busting, breaking off, like chunks like this would be falling off there. You can see it. So I had to go so deep, I had to keep taking it deeper and deeper and deeper. Now look how deep it is in these eyebrows. These eyebrows are going to be freaking huge. You know what I mean? Here's my eye mark here. Right? You can see where my eyes are going to go. So, but now I gotta cut all this away now too. So, you know, when you, another suggestion is when you're carving wood, always go over the piece pretty good before you start carving. Check out where the cracks are, check out the tops, see where the cracks are in the tops. See, I should have kind of looked at that. Those cracks there, those are wind cracks from when the tree is, when it's like, when the tree's alive, when it's windy, the tree's swaying, right? It will get these cracks. But that's what a arborist told me anyways. You can see those. But yeah, I should have kind of looked at those first because they go all the way around and this thing's just going to keep on ting, 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 friggin' ting. So anyways, I'll stop recording. I'm going to take all this down and maybe I'll start recording again when I'm going to do the eyes there. But you see it's just, it's too sunken in now, right? I'm going to take it all away. Okay, so I got one of the cheeks cut down. It's looking a little bit better. It's kind of looking like that guy off, what's that museum show? Whatever. That old cement guy. But you see, I got to do the same on this side too. See how much I got to bring it down? Because your eyebrows always got to be higher than your cheekbones. You know what I mean? In this case, I don't think the nose is going to be sticking out the farthest, but shit happens. So I switched to my, I put on a brand new Kutzall extreme bit. I switched to that. So I'm going to be using that, but I'm being real gentle hands, like not heavy hands like normal. I'm being pretty gentle right now because this sucker can dig pretty deep fast and get jammed up in there. So I'm pretty sure this is old Douglas, really old Douglas fir. I don't know, like, I don't know why it's so strong. I've never carved fir this strong before. But you can always tell, you know, which area you live in. Always try and find a piece of wood with the bark. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's pretty damn orange. So that's like Douglas fir bark. I don't think it's yew wood or. I'm pretty sure it's Douglas fir. But I don't know. It's damn tough. So always an easy way to try and tell what I was trying to say. Way to try and tell the wood was check the bark. Try and find a piece with the bark on it. If you're using driftwood. Try and zoom in here. Get some shadows in there for you so you can see what's happening. Just cutting into the eyes, cutting into the eyebrow. Try and make the two sides the same depth, right? You know what I mean? Same depth. Same with the beard and the mustache. Make it that side and this side the same. This one's a bit smaller, so I'll have to cut that one a bit shorter. But yeah, I'm just going easy with this Kutzall right now. If you all go too hard, you're gonna break something. Try and make the cheeks the same too, right? It's zoomed in, so it's really hard to see. Try and make both sides proportionate. This one I was going to make a forehead. You know what I mean? I was going to carve it up here and make the hair kind of. Okay, I got to zoom back over here again. I was going to make a forehead on this piece here. You can see it's penned in. You know what I mean? You cut it back there. And you make the hair kind of like old old samurai warrior or something like that, but I think I can't do it because this will just keep popping off, you know what I mean? I'll lose my eyebrows and everything. So just remember stuff like that too, you know? Okay, I'm going to stop recording there. Okay, so here's what I got so far. This is about, I don't know, 20 minutes worth of carving. This is really old Douglas fir, that's what it is. I could smell it. I don't know, like a branch or something. Who knows? But anyways, see how deep this face is? It's kind of like forehead hangs way over the nose. There's nothing I can do because if I carve eyebrows in here, this wood, like the nose, is going to chip off, right? So I'm just going to sand this. I'm just going to leave this the way it is. You got to remember when you're carving that, or anything to do with art, not every piece is going to be your best piece. You know what I mean? So just take it for what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just because it doesn't look good in your eyes doesn't mean that there's not going to be a buyer out there for it. You know, I had real big hopes for this piece, but I've just roughed it out now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the whiskers in. I'll show you what I use. It's a roto zip tool. It's a 1/8. This will go in the Dremel. It's a 1/8 shaft. It's like a tile cutting bit. Can you see it? It's roto zip. I think it's called roto zip. You can get it at your Home Depot or online, right? It's a tile cutting burr, multi-purpose. But these things work wicked. They work wicked for antlers and bones and whatever, man. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut the whiskers and beard and mustache in with this sucker right here. So hopefully it looks better when I get some whiskers in it. But whatever, the burl will make up for it. Big old, I don't know what burls are. I think they're like tree warts or something. Who knows? Here's the package of those roto zips. Here. Yeah, roto zips. Zip cut. Wall tile cutters. 1/8. Yeah, these suckers, they last a long time and they cut through anything, man. See it here? That's in the Dremel flexshaft, 1/8 bit, okay? There's my Dremels there. I think I'm running 40, that one here is a 4300. If you're a real rookie carver, I wouldn't start off with the 4300 because you'll break tons of flex shafts. Start off with like something lower than a 4000. 4000 is not bad, but the 4300 has a lot of power, man. Okay, so about the whiskers here. Yeah, this piece doesn't sit up that straight. I gotta cut it on the bottom so you can see the beards going like with the wind. Whoosh, it's wind. Pretend it's a windy day, right? So pencil your whiskers to come down here like a normal beard. Fuck's sakes, let's do it this way. Oops, I'm swearing. So then bring your whiskers around here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to carve into this. I'm not going to carve into this burl. So we'll leave that. But just bring your whiskers. Your beard, not whiskers. Your friggin' beard hairs. Whatever you want to call it. Will knots. I don't care. So then same with this side. I'll have to go this way too with the wind, right? These are just reference lines. Doesn't hurt to put them in. So you can kind of see the flow of everything. You know what I mean? Same with them. And remember, cross your lines. So you got a nice line here, one hair coming down here, but then cross into it, cross over it. It will give you that effect like they're crossing over each other in the wind kind of deal. So let me get set up to do that and I'll show you how I do the whiskers. Okay, so now I'm going to start cutting in the whiskers. Make sure I get it on camera here. So just do like start off at one at a time. your time putting them in. Yeah, this is tough wood. Here's an example of what I'm talking about, crossing over. Okay, you see all these lines are straight? So I'm gonna come back on this line, okay? I'm gonna cross over it to the other line. Okay, same with down here. Don't do them all like right like that. Split them up. Kind of think of it as like doing feathers, you know what I mean? Cross it over up there. Cross this over, because you don't want them to be too big, right? Like, beard hairs aren't big. Pretty little thing. Whatever. One straight line, okay? Let's go for another straight line here. Cutting that. A straight line, okay? Let's do one more straight line. Cut into it. And bring the whiskers from the side too, you know what I mean? Make it look like they're wrapping over. This is just what I do, guys. You don't have to do it, but I don't know. Okay, you see those straight lines here? Straight lines, looks boring, just like doesn't look real. So let's cross all these over. Let me see if I can zoom in for this. Okay, so I'm going to cross over my line. Cross it over. I don't know, I just like the effect it gives. See these whiskers here? They're coming up and over. I'm the worst cameraman ever. Whatever. Okay, see how I cut my lines there? So it's not just one whisker, it's one beard hair, whatever you call it. Mustache hair. It's just a whisker. They're crossed over. Man, whatever. And then you can go back and you can clean them up. Give it a quick touch, go over it, right? Get rid of all the fuzzies. When you do little hairs like this, sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, I do bigger ones. I wouldn't burn this because you'll lose all your detail. Kind of a nose line in here too, right? The more you split it up, the better. That's in my opinion. Friggin' haters. Okay, let's do the other piece of it. Let's do the other, let me zoom in here. We'll do the other side of the mustache. Sorry about the cameraman, guys. He's a rookie. Always remember which way the wind's going too, right? Like it's going this way. So make your whiskers on this one come out this way. Don't make them go that way. That way. Cross them out so it looks like they're wrapping around. Give it a little clean when you're there. I remember when I used to get my tattoos, the tattoo artists would always jump all over the place. Like they'd be working over here and all of a sudden they'd jump over there. Now I know why they did that. Or do it. It's because they see a spot they missed. When they're working on here, they're looking over here and they catch it and they have to go hit up over there quickly. Give it a quick little cleaning when you're there, you know what I mean? Cross them over. Always try to split up the crossovers. Cross them over. I think that really makes the mustache when you do that crossover. Give it a quick little cleaning. Yeah, these strips are pretty killer. I think they paid like $40 or $5 or something, but they last forever. They're great for detail. You're not too picky. Okay, see that? Mustache how it's all crossed over. It doesn't, like you see that bigger one there? That's a little bit too big. I'll cross all that over quickly here. Put some more texture into it. The more texture you do, the better your carving's gonna look, that's for sure. Watch the old guys, like the wood experts, doing bird wings, man. They'll spend hours and hours upon hours working on the wings, just putting the feathers in. Texture, right? Here, let's give it a quick clean up. Okay, good. Okay, so let's start with this whisker. Why am I calling them freaking whiskers when they're goddamn beard hairs? I guess whiskers doesn't sound so creepy as goddamn beard hairs. So I'm gonna call them whiskers, okay? Haters, let's hear what you gotta say about that. Let's pencil mark our whiskers in, okay? So remember, it's going with the wind here, right? So you want them to overlap into each other, right? Whoosh, overlap. Come around, bring it down, and overlap. So you're going to bring this one all the way around. So I'm going to start with my farthest one here and bring it all the way around. So that's my outside line, you know what I mean? That makes sense to you? Yeah, see how that wood's chipping away here? You got to be careful, the whole thing will fly off. This whole piece will snap out like that thick. Okay, so let's put our first one in here. Stay away from that burl, Johnson. Okay, you see? There's our first whisker in there. Wrapping around, going with the wind. Better to put the big ones in there so you got reference lines, right? Cross them over after. let's take this line down because we want our beard, I'm going to use a dipping tool for that. We want our beard to stick up higher than anything else on the carving, right? See how it's dug in there? That's how you snap the big one shaft. I'm doing this with a different burr. Well, we got no time to waste. We gotta hurry up and get this sucker done, don't we? Okay. So I got those ones in there, so I'm gonna start crossing them all over now. I hope this makes sense to you guys, and I hope it helps some of you guys too, because don't cross them over in the same spot too, right? Like, you know what I mean? Don't, how can I explain this? Cross them over in different spots, whatever. Figure it out. Yeah, that's good. And the thinner you make the whiskers, the better. And look. Go nuts, man. Have a good time. I'm right out of the western dog. Some people are saying that they notice my Canadian accent. Well, I don't notice like the Canadian accent. I've had it my whole life, so I hope you can understand me. It's English anyway. Clean them up a bit. Yeah, some guys will say I'm a butcher, but you know what? I get shit done fast because I sell most of my carvings, and time is money, isn't it? And it's a good thing you get paid. You get paid for something that you love to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's start it up there. And remember, like I said in one of my other videos, S-lines, right? These are just rough as shit. S-line. My buddy, a special tattoo artist told me. As long as you put S-lines in your work order, they all come together. Most important line there is to do with art. Your S-line. Don't worry about these marks here, because I'm sanding this whole sucker anyways, you know what I mean? So here's an example of an S-line. Okay, so you have your S, and S. And S. Makes everything fluid. And S. See that S? S-lines. Everywhere you look now, in art stuff or anything, you'll see S-lines. They can be short little things, like they can be big things, huge things, or just barely even S-lines. You know what I mean? But they're there. And if you can remember just to use them in your art, you might start doing some better stuff. That's kind of tip I got. Susie told me that I incorporated it into my art, and things kind of got better. I'm still a rookie carver too. So that's why I'm making these videos to help people. It sounds gnarly, eh? It sounds gnarly when it grabs. Hear that? So you got this beard here. Make sure this side is going to be fluent with that side, right? Don't forget your cross cut. My bit's coming out of my Dremel here. See, it's almost straight out. Anyways, you see how that goes. It kind of brings it alive, you know what I mean? A lot of work, but it's worth it. You lightly sand it with like a little wire wheel that fits on a Dremel. Dremel sells them, or whatever you want to do. Brings it alive though. That's it for now. Okay, so here I am set up for sanding. I got all my whiskers cut in. I'm not going to make this guy too detailed because the wood's just falling off. You can see right there. I can't do any carving up here. It's just gonna right here. All this whole piece will fall off. So I got other videos about how I do my sanding. This is what I use. This is broken right now. It's gotta be. I think this thing's threads are finally gone. I've been using it for a year, but some guy has a video up how you install this Dremel 90-degree thing to the flex shaft. You need to put a washer in there. See, the washer I had to kind of carve out there. That's the only thing that you really need that doesn't come with the kit. So these, I already have a thing, a video up of how I make my sanding disc. They're hook and loop. You can buy these things on eBay. I think this is 2 inch, or no, this is an inch. 1 or 2 inch, I don't know, whatever. 2 inch. These are hook and loop. This is 80 grit that I'm using here. And just get a hole saw. Here, let me find the thing. Get a hole saw. My buddy Pete filed down the edges for me, and I just punch out my own sandpaper. You know what I mean? Just file down the sharp edges and make it straight and sharp, and just punch out your own sandpaper. You'll save tons of money. So let me show you how this works. Let me find the pedal. See how fast it cleans everything up. Time's money, boys and girls. Time's money. But make sure you have fun too. I do. Yeah, once I get this started, you'll see how I'm talking about. See, look at that. All that shit would fly out there, so no carving forehead today. Wind cracks. Hit your whiskers quick with it too. Hit the nose quick with it. Okay, so anyways, you don't want to watch me sit here sanding, but that's how I do my sanding. This is 80 grit. What is this, like 240 grit? Make all, buy the hook and loop sandpaper and make the bit yourself. Okay, I'm gonna stop filming. I'll show you an end product when it's all finished. I got about like 200 hours worth of sanding, and I friggin' hate sanding. I hate it! Okay, so I'm done sanding here. You know, you kind of realize you're done for the day when you sand it with 60 grit. Then you take it down to 80. And then I took it down to, I think, 240. Thinking, okay, well, I'm going to put, what is it, 360 or something on it. Sand it. But I put the 60 back on it and sanded it again with the 60 on it. That's when you know you're done sanding for the day. So I had to go back and repeat the whole process. I sanded for about a good hour. Now I know why wood turners like to turn wood, because they put their piece on the lathe, they turn it, and they sand it when they're turning it. You know, maybe that's for me one day when I get older or something, but yeah, sanding ain't my big thing. I'm not a fan of it. But really, who is? But, you know, the more you sand, the better your piece is going to turn out, that's for sure. The more beauty of the wood's going to be able to show. So let's see how this piece is going to turn out. I'm going to use tung oil today, and I mixed it with some dark oil. So let's see how she's. I always wear these gloves because if I don't, I make a friggin' mess. I got stain on my hands for days, and I'm sure it's not good for you. So let's start the, one thing I want to show you, I sanded the top here, but now you can really see those wind cracks in there. I don't know if they're wind cracks or just it's an old piece of wood, but I think it's more an old piece of wood. But look at those cracks there. So it is what it is. Let's apply this stain. I mean oil. And you got to remember, after you apply oil, once it gets soaks in there, wow, some beautiful grain in that piece, eh? See that? Once the oil soaks in there, it gets everything gets darker. I didn't burn this or whatever, just leave it the way it is because it's the beauty's in the wood for this piece, right? No stain. Let people see the grain of the wood. This piece I may keep for myself. That's another problem I'm sure lots of artists have, is wanting to keep pieces for themselves. My whole living room is full of my carvings. That's kind of funny. But you know, what a great hobby. It's not a cheap hobby, but I'm sure there's more expensive ones, like being addicted to drugs. You know, I guess so this ain't too bad. Yeah, this is turning out real beautiful here, this piece. Get the good old tree wart burl on there. So what I've been told is you wipe the oil on, let it sit for a few minutes, then wipe the extra stuff off, because if you don't, it'll get sticky. And yeah, sticky carvings, I guess they're no good. These things I just get from the dollar store, right? Whatever, use them, check them out. I think you get like 6 for $1. I think this is going to end up being a long video. Hopefully I can put it on YouTube as one video. I'll have to figure something out. Probably talk too much in my videos. But like as I once said before, I don't care. How the wood got lighter and the deeper I went, eh? That's weird, it usually gets darker. Yeah, it gets darker, eh? The deeper you go. Make sure we get everything good and lubed up. Yeah, I like this piece. Just shows the sanding, right? Like, the more you do, the better your piece is gonna look. I do lots of those wood spirits just to blast them off and sell them, right? But something like this, I'd rather do a nice kind of like a showpiece. Pretty cool, eh? I like. Beautiful color in this wood, that's for sure. This is driftwood too. I think I got this off the beach last year. Real beautiful color in this wood. That's just oil with a little bit of darkened oil in it. Yeah, it's just some oil I was putting on the thing, eh? What kind of oil you got there? Oh, today I'm using tongue oil. Yeah, it works pretty good. I kind of like it. I like the way it makes the color pop, you know. Soak her on there real good. Got her wet. Good old Canadians, eh? Okay, let me get a rag and wipe this off. Hopefully it stands up. This thing, that burl. Yeah, it's a pretty neat piece, I'd say. Get in the top really good too, you know, let the end grain absorb the oil. Soak it in there. Okay, we're done oiling. Let's wipe her off. So I think the more coats of oil you put on, the darker it will go. But I'm pretty happy with this. And it will go a bit darker as it dries. Put it in a warm room, let it dry for a few days. Oh shoot, I forgot to sign it. What are you thinking, Jordy? That's okay, I'll show you how to sign it. This one, I usually carve my initial in there. But today, with a J on the bottom of that sucker. I'll put JJ. Jordy Johnson, yeah. See, look at the rot at the bottom there too, and to be careful. Sorry guys, I don't know if I spit on the camera or whatever, but colors in that burl, eh? There it is, the wood spirit. There it is, guys. Finished Douglas fir burl wood spirit. Had to go deep on that one. Pretty basic, but pretty neat at the same time. Beautiful colors. Driftwood. That's what I mean, like open up your mind and do whatever makes you happy. Forget about everybody else. Here's another piece I carved today out of driftwood. I think this is pine. Super soft wood, it's like butter. But yeah, do whatever you want, man. Carve what you carve. Don't carve what other carvers want you to carve. Carve what you carve. Right on. Thanks, guys.